King's Row, one of Anna's best maps. Why is it one of Anna's best maps? Because A, you can see where the flankers are coming from, and B, it's literally Anna's dream because you don't have short ranges, like areas that are short range that much. You don't have areas that are long range that much. You have mostly medium range areas combined with long and short range areas, but Anna thrives in general on maps where it's not that long range, because if it's really long range, like let's say from here to there, then a sniper can kill you and so on. So this is why Anna works mostly on King's Row compared to other maps. It's one of the most balanced maps. Now let's open with defense. So on defense, with defense on King's Row, you have generally two options. You either play from high ground or you play from low ground. Even if you're advanced, even if you're a beginner, I highly suggest you just play on low ground from the beginning, but I will explain to you high ground also. If you play from low ground, all you need to keep an eye out is honestly that flank over there, that flank over there. The way you deny that flank is just standing here. The way you deny that flank is just moving around constantly. If your team is moving in, you move in with them. So this arch is your best friend, but keep an eye out for the hotel. Why this? Because A, if they play with snipers, they will probably have a range shield to shoot from. B, you can see the snipers if they go over there. C, even if they flank you from hotel, you're gonna have a range to like kite them back and so on, and they're probably gonna, if you sit even more in the back, damage fall off is going to be a factor for certain heroes, and of course you have really nice nade setups. Also, if they play with Ghost or some shit like that as an advanced strategy, if let's say they play with Farah Mercy from the beginning and you play with Lucio Ana, if you're playing in scrims, Diamond, Master, GM, Top 500, whatever, a cool basic strategy is this. Your Ana opens from here, your team opens from here, they have Farah Mercy, you don't have a contact. So what do? Is you go hotel, you speed boost in, and then you just kill them here. So again, if they have Farah Mercy and you don't have a hit scan and you're playing Ana, if you're playing in teams or if you're playing with the stack or so on, just speed boost through hotel and kill them. Hotel also allows you to do some cheeky flanks, and you have the safety of the mini, and of course you have this big ass building to give you extra cover. If you play from point, you can play from point if there is of course nothing long range that can kill you. Keep in mind that usually this choke is spammed non-stop by Zens, Lucios, Reinhardts, by everybody. But your main primary goal is to not get sniped by Hans or Widow. So this is why you cannot play from here like this freely. So that's the standard position and one of the best. I want to say that on the snow map, if you're ever gonna play the Christmas King's Row map, there's a small snow here that you can climb over here, and this might be a good spot because you cannot shoot through this, so you might be able to deny some headshots if you play from there, but it's way too situational, so I'm just gonna leave it like that. Oh yeah, thank you so much for the host, dude. Hope the stream went amazing, the games went on and off. Shout out to Oh yeah chat, the duo I had earlier. An absolutely insane main tank. GG's and good night, dude. GG's and good night. If you play on high ground, over here, problem. If you play on high ground from here, snipers can see you, you need the shield. If you play with Orisa, I don't suggest playing from over here inside, because if you play from over here inside, the shield will only block this area to this area, and you can get flanked from there, and can also get flanked from the back. So if you play with Orisa, I suggest probably opening from here to like G-bait somebody that they say that they think that they can flank you from underneath, like a trace or whatever that goes all the way around and tries to get to you. So open from here, then go over here. If you don't have an Orisa and you have a basic team comp with Ryan Zara that's just standing on point, then playing from here is mostly suicide, because the only way it will work out is if they have goats, and even if they have goats, Diva will contest you, Zara will right click you, Lucio will contest you, Zen will contest you. So this spot is a big no-no, highly situational. If you're caught out over here, then you need to kite back into the corridor and maybe swap to position B on high ground, which is this one. This one's better than the other one because it offers you more cover, obviously. And it's not that situational, as in you would only play from here with Orisa if you would have an Orisa, 5-head, and if not, you can even hide on the corridor. They go in, you go out, and you throw the nade into Goat's camp or into Graviton or whatnot, and that's about it. If you play from here, as I said, second part of the high ground, then you have a lot of cover, you can heal your team, but again, the main problem is this. If you peek over here, the sniper can see you from there, Hotel is kind of annoying to see you, your silhouette kind of like stands out more than their silhouette stands out, and I'll explain to you why. Because when they walk in, if they, let's say, play with a McCree or a Soldier or Hanzo and somehow he sneaks in hotel, the first thing he's going to see is you, whilst the first thing you're going to see is the people in front. Like, your peripheral vision will need to kick in, and it will probably not if you're not an experienced player, and you can get sniped quite easily. So when you're playing from here, still kind of big of a risk. It's safer than from there for sure, but you need to know what the enemy has. If they have something long range or something that can kill you, then fine. Like, just don't give a fuck about it and just play from a different spot. Can work out, can hide from here, can do whatever, but the problem is, as I explained on stream for a long period of time, the problem with Ana in general and with Overwatch is the amount of space that you give up on a certain point, especially on hybrids. I like splitting maps into quarters and points into quarters. So you give them this quarter, and you only control this quarter and this quarter if you play from here. And your team needs to take more space. For your team to take more space, like, just enter in the two other quarters, like here. Like, if your team just plays from over here in front... Wait, I'll explain slower, because I think you might have lost me. So, this is one quarter, that high ground, and one quarter. Corner. No, not corner, like 1 on 4, like a fraction. Like, not a half, but a quarter. That's what I mean. If you're playing from there and you're hitting from here, you control this, you control this, you control this. Problem. If you die from there, then you don't control shit. If you play from here, you control this, you control this, you control this, you control this. That easy. Because if you're playing from here, the enemy cannot get past the Reinhardt. If you're playing from here, the enemy can still try to sneak around due to the angle you're playing from. Like, they can go underneath or other shit like that. Like, let's say the Tracer can flank you from underneath and take control over here and so on. But if you play from there, then even if they somehow take this high ground, you still have this and this, like, you still have half. If you play from here, then essentially you're placing your team in literally a straight line. You can die really fast, and also they are easier to... It's easier for them to go left side than if you would play from there, from underneath, because if you play from here, you can also do a couple of shots over there and contest them, and you can also protect that quarter better by just doing some shots into the hotel. So, play from here, maybe at the beginning, highly calm situational. If they have goats, you can play from here safely. Don't throw the nade instantly. Listen for D.Va's defense matrix, where when the DM goes down, then you can look for a nade, but keep in mind also Zaga's bubbles and Reinhardt's shield and brick shield, because that can fuck you over also. So again, highly situational. Of course, I'm not talking, this is what I'm talking about in ranked. I'm not talking about strategies in pro play. I know that you can play with Orisa, then Rotato, Potato here and whatever. No, I'm just saying for the average Joe in ranked, that position not that good, this position semi-good. This position, again, as always, dependent on what the enemy has. If they have Sniper, McCree, if they have Sniper, Hanzo, Soldier, Zen, whatever. If they have long range and you want to play from here, you can do a couple of shots, then drop. But if they don't have anything to deal with you, without any reason, they run with Winston, D.Va, Hammond, and they dive the Reinhardt or some shit, and they don't dive you, then you can play from here. But again, this is one of the most exposed positions. You're just sitting in a window, highly situational, depends on a lot of factors. Don't recommend it. Now this spot over here is better because you can control this area. It can work out if your team has a lot of damage and is really patient, and you really want to have high ground on King's Row, and you really think it's a good position, and blah 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 blah. If you don't play from low ground and you need to play from high ground, play from here. Start from there, rotate over here. If you play from here, they can only contest you from over there, so you kind of like control that quarter over there. You have this quarter, and also it's quite easy to land anti-nades, especially if the enemy team plays with a comp that usually can like speed boost through you. I'll give you an example. There was a strategy that teams used with Lucio Moira and 4 tanks on King's Row, which allowed them to go mid on attack and then rotate through hotel. In that particular scenario, to try to avoid defense matrix, the best position for Renana to be in, if you think they're going to do the strategy again, or if you're thinking that they're going to run that based upon the fact that you threw a Hanzo Sonic in front, or you just heard their team comp, is just starting from here. Because they go hotel, you throw the nade in the head, and you should be safe. So, to summarize first point, play from there, but careful about hotel. If you want to play high ground, you can play from there or play from here. Strategies with teams do not count in this scenario, because of course if your team plays a dive comp or something, then yeah, you can play separately. I'll give you an example. Let's say you play with a Winston here, I don't know, a Diva here, or somebody else, and somebody, I don't know, somebody there, you over here. Like, you can still play aggressive, you know, it just depends on what the strategy is. But again, TLDR, just play from here. If your team goes in front, walk with them. If your team doesn't go in front, don't walk with them. Oh, again, and very important, if your guy is playing from over here in front, just stay with him, you know, just stay on the couch. If he falls back, you fall back, and so on. It's an absolutely insane spot. By the way, for people that are wondering why can't you play from here, same problem. If you want to heal, you need to do quick scopes or unscope shots, and the Widow can just kill you quite easy. So don't recommend it that much, but still a good spot overall. Second point, it's divided into 3 different sections: choke point, mid point, and last point. Last section of the point, in my opinion. If you play from high ground over here, as some people might suggest, again, you can get sniped, you can get fucked, you're destroyed. You have 2 options, in my opinion, on this side of the map. 3 options: that if nothing can contest you, this if people can contest you, but please do pay attention to not play like this, as I see a ton of people play from here, because you can get sniped from over there. So try to play a little bit in front, and usually snipers will not crouch this long of a distance, and you can hear them if they're about to flank you. So just play a little bit closer. Don't go inside the pub, because it exposes you there. You can also get right click from there. And by the way, did you know that you can have an angle from the statue on this map over there? You can also get some nice Zen right clicks from there. I'll show you some tricks on King's Row after I finish this positioning for Ana. And for Ana, with Zen, literally just stay in your Reinhardt's ass if you're playing goats, and if not, kind of like the same positions as Ana. So, play from there. If the enemy team allows you, play from here. And another spot that I personally like is play from here. This corridor is so nice and allows your Reinhardt to play really aggressive. Why? Your Reinhardt plays from here and then controls the bookstore or whatever, library, what? Bookshop, okay, or controls this. If the enemy engages you, because you can see when they're about to engage, like you can hear flankers from here. If the enemy engages you and you see like they engage you, just start running away, and you have this wall which is really close, and your team just literally sandwiches them. Like if the Reinhardt pins for you, you can just run, and your entire team can just follow up on this and then kill them all. So this position can work out. So if you wanna do a kinky position in ranked, then you can try this out on King's Row. Like, it's really good against the Widow. You can heal your Ryan, especially like, let's say this solves the big problem, which I see a lot of Anas do. If they play from here, if the Ryan plays from there, the Ana just plays from here, and I'm like, what? No. If you play from here, you can get flanked from there, you can get flanked from there. If you play from here, no problemo. You see that? They can see that, you can hear that, and also if they 1v on you, they probably need to sneak behind and crouch from over here, because your team is going to hold this choke from here. So again, to summarize, if the payload is stopped here, best positions are, in my opinion, excuse me, that and that. Second point, second choke over this small area. Highly debatable. Just walk on the road, crouch as much as possible. If possible, get on cover. If you need some extra high ground, you have these barrels over here. You can use this over here. And if possible, just go and get brewery. Play from this window, quite a good spot, but again, be careful about that. So if the payload stop here, you play from there, or from there, or from here, but crouch as much as possible. If the payload is stopped here, this is kind of risky because your tanks will be right underneath you and the enemy can have like a clear shot on you. So if the payload is stopped here, just play from the back. When you're playing from the back, you have 2 options. If you have a teammate that can cover the left side area, let's say you have a Hanzo that wants to poke them from the back, or you have a Sombra scouting them from the back, or you're playing a team and somehow, I don't know, your Glucio's holding your back, then yeah, this is a good spot overall. But if your team does not play from in the back, then it means that you can play from over here and just heal them as much as possible. Please do pay attention about the fact that you can get flanked from left side and from right side. So this is why you need to move as much as possible and try to deny angles. You have this lamppost and you have this, and also you have this. So sometimes it's okay to jump if you're in this spot to like have this to deny your vision. And also use the pole if you're getting contested from the right side. And the cool trick I want to show you is you can see through this. Okay, so you can see through this, but you cannot shoot through it. So always remember that if you stay here, you're kind of immune. If you stay here, they can see your head, so just stay a little bit lower. But again, payload is stopped at the second part of the road. Just play from here and just spam as much as possible, or play from way in the back if you're afraid of getting flanked from left side. Usually, I don't personally like holding that area, but it's ranked, so teams will not go back and hold this area. If they're holding from here, like if the payload is stopped here, when you play from here, same problem, get killed from there, from there, from there. How to solve? Jump here, play here. Really nice and easy, you have cover from here, and if possible, again, if nothing can contest you from high ground, you have some free shots from high ground. Let's say they play goats or some shit, you can just play from here, look for cheeky nades. A cool trick I can give you is, let's say you have grav, the payload is stopped there, you can just hide in brewery and tell your Zara, I'm going to anti-nade the grav, just throw the grav as fast as you can, they go in, you go back, you do a 360 of course, and then you just throw the nade and kaboom, everybody dies. So, summarizing, actually, we have one more part. On the last part of the point, when the fight is in overtime, you need two things to pay attention to. A, what can kill you, B, what can pin you. Usually Reinhardts do a cheeky pin depending on the rating they're playing from, or you can get randomly booped by a Zarya right click, so don't stay close to this, or this can happen to you. Don't do that. If you stay over there, then literally you can get booped by a random Zarya right click that tries to contest you from over there in the back. So always try to stay in front of the wall in front, which I will show you in a second. PNFR, thank you for 21 up for 5 months. Lego Gamer 210, thank you for the prime. If your team recontests, don't stay in the middle, just hug this wall so you can close the angles faster, crouch as much as possible and try to deny that vision. If your team plays from right side, you jump here and play from here. Like the payload is here, your team is over there, you just heal from here. If your team pushes to the left, you can jump on here and play from here, but careful about getting exposed from there. This is why I don't recommend this that much, and also you can get flanked from there. So always, the route is this. Payload is stopped over there, walk over here, then walk over left, crouch as much as you can, heal, then try to jump over here and try to help your team. If this is not possible and they're trying to move left side, just try to move with them and try to swap positions over here. If you're playing from the right side, then you're way too exposed, and in my opinion, you're probably going to lose the team fight if the enemy has some skill. Okay. So to summarize, I'll start from the first part of the second point of defense. If the payload is stopped in front, you either play from here, but careful from there, or you play from here. If they don't have a sniper or anything to contest you long range, you play from there, but usually it's Overwatch, it's 2019, so they're probably gonna contest you. If the payload is stopped at this arch, then you can play from here, but be careful about people from there, or from here, and that's about it. You can also play from over here from the barrels, or from over here from the mini, but always keep in mind that your Reinhardt might push past this, so you might wanna just play and heal from here. By the way, a quick trick I can give you, and I have not explained this to people, and I know you look at this in a second. I know, what the fuck English. I know you saw me do this, especially against Shatters, but actually let's finish this. If the payload is stopped here, if the payload is stopped also in front over there, you can also play from the brewery. If the payload is stopped here, play from here close, but careful left and right, or you can play from way in the back to like deny vision from there. If the payload is stopped here, play from here or high ground. If the payload is recontested, just start walking here, then walk left side and just jump on this instead of just staying over there in the back. Now you saw this is a problem. This is a problem. You walk faster in Overwatch if you look where you're walking. If you go with your back, you walk slower. See the difference in momentum? So this means that when you're about to get shattered or when you're running away, let's say the Rein is chasing you, your Rein has no shield and the Rein is chasing you and you're far in the distance, if you know you're about to get shattered, turn your back and just jump to amp up the momentum when you shatter, so you just like TP, like just continue the jump in shatter, like the shatter doesn't stop your jump, you might get around the corner, like jump like this, and B, turn your face around because you run faster, and maybe that small millisecond in which you run faster can help you get outside of shatter range. Okay, third part of the map. Usually fights go over there. If it's over there, then just do fights from here. Duh. If the payload is here, you have two options. I see Anas play from there. I personally recommend playing from here, from these bars, because you have the boxes, you can contest there. And also you're not under any typical spam region, because you can get spam from this corridor. Like the payload is there, you can just get right click really easily by a Zen, so to say. So just play from here, spam as much as you can, and if possible drop here. If the payload is stopped here, you have two options. You either play from the right side, but the problem is you're about to get exposed by everybody from there, from there, from there, from there. The way you can solve this is a lot of people that don't know, you can actually make this jump if you're good at jumping. You can make it from here quite easy. You can heal from here or from here, so you have some extra cover. So you can also jump from there, but it's not that it's kind of hard to do. Actually, no, you jump from here, I'm stupid. Okay, so you jump from here, and you can heal from here. If you just want to play from here. Okay. But I don't recommend staying on the right side that much, because you're exposed from every fucking side possible. Just play from left side if the payload is on the last part of the road, in my opinion, because you deny snipers from there by having this as cover. You can also kill them. You're creating multiple angles of attack. You're not under any threat of getting booped. You're not under any threat of getting killed. And it's generally just better, in my opinion. Now to go on attack. On attack, it's again highly team dependent. I will not give you the intricate strategies, but it's like this. Team walks in, like I can't give you. Actually, no. Let's just talk about it. Fuck it. If your team walks in front, you walk with them forehead. I personally like rotating towards the right side and then trying to play from the statue or play from here, so I can take again half of the point. Like my team takes this, I take this. If possible, and if your team has time, then you can go get high ground if there's nothing to kill you. Usually, the number one thing you need to know on this map is if you decide on the side of the statue, just stick to it. If you decide left side, stick to left. If you decide right side, stick to right. Because if you let's say you heal and then you stop healing, 1, 2 in 2 seconds, then your Reinhardt can die if you decide to rotate. So always be aware of it. So literally just play around the statue until your team caps. As a nice strategy, if you have time, you can climb on this and play from over here in the back and try to do some damage. You can also try to do some sleep darts from this and also throw a nade from this without any problem. On attack, you have two options. If you're attacking in front, in this section of the point, like second part of the point, just walk in front, try to do some shots, play behind payload, either kite left side inside if you want to be safe, but I don't recommend it. Stay behind payload, which I do recommend, but the best spot possible is try to go over here. I know you're exposed, but this is really uncommon to play from, and you can also get like some nice cheeky nades over there in front, right at that corner. If the payload is pushing over here, just walk with your Ryan, always try to be in cover, heal from here or heal from in front. If the payload pushes here, you can even, like if the team fight is going here, you can even play from here instead of staying in the open, so you're not under any threat of getting shattered. Payload is moving in front over there, play from here or rotate left side, but careful about being flanked from there or there, so better just play from here because this is far enough for damage fall off to count as a factor. If the payload, really important, when the payload pushes past this, don't stay here because you can get killed easy, just go climb the stairs. So payload goes over there, you walk over here, play from the stairs. This way you deny the angle over there, you have clear vision of somebody that's trying to flank on high ground, clear vision of usually the Dianas that are playing from there, and also can look for some sick anti-nades. If it's last point, don't play this guy behind the payload. Try to play with some high ground from here, so to say. Try to do some shots from there. You can also play from these boxes, but kind of risky, so try to be careful with them. But in general, you just play from high ground. If the payload is over there, still can play from here or from here. A cool nade that I have on my YouTube video is this. You can go over here in the corner. You can go over here and look at this, like straight at this. You throw the nade and then land straight in that corner where most Annas play from, and you can do 1 shot, 2 shots, and meanwhile the nade can kill somebody. By the way, your nade goes through this, so rest in pepperoni. When the payload pushes all the way over here, I highly recommend you play either from here and try to do some shots, or you play from here and try to do some shots, but if you want to be really safe, you just kite over here and play from here without any problem. And that's about it for the present.